First guest, the beautiful star of such films as Species and The Whole Nine Yards. You can catch her as host of Mostly True Stories, Urban Legends Revealed, which airs this week on the Learning Channel. Here she is, the lovely Natasha Henstridge. What?
Wait.
What's up? What's going on?
Good audience. I want to ask you something before we even get started.
You want to talk about me for a while, don't you?
I want to talk. I do.
You're fascinated with me.
I'm pretty fascinated with you, Craig.
Because every time you do the show afterwards, you say, "Are you married yet? What's going on?"
You're not supposed to talk about that on
I know,
TV.
you're right. You're right.
But it actually has something to do with that.
But here's the thing. Here's the point. You're happily engaged. You've been engaged for your whole life. You won't.
Just about.
Who is he?
Good 25 years or so.
Who is the guy again?
Liam Waite.
He's a great guy. He's an
wonderful
actor.
guy.
Right?
Wonderful guy who I'm a little perturbed with at the moment.
Okay, well, let's not get into that. Let's not bring it down.
No. I want to talk to you.
You want to talk about that?
I want to ask you out on a date because I'm trying to make him jealous.
Whoa!
He got a movie, and he's up in Nova Scotia filming. And
he's far away.
A couple of days after he got there, I was like, so who's co-starring? You know, who's in it? And it's with Mary Tyler Moore and then this girl that he used to date.
Oh,
by chance up there. So I thought I'd, you know.
How did she get the part? I wonder if he had... Well, here's how it works. Normally, you're engaged, you have a significant other. Right. If you ask me off the air, I'm there.
Right.
But now
that it's all out in the open.
I gotta be careful because of my girlfriends.
Girlfriends.
But anyways, yeah.
I gotta be careful. I'm engaged, for God's sake.
I know.
But no, my mom's in town, and we thought we'd go out for a nice steak
Your mom
dinner
is fetching.
What? She's pretty fetching, isn't she?
Look at Natasha's mom, and she's, you know. And the babysitter is cute too.
Baby, that's my brother's girlfriend.
Oh, yeah,
that's my brother's girlfriend. She's a cutie.
And the man we're ignoring in the background is good looking. He's fine. All right. So, what are you in town for?
In town. I live here.
Yeah, okay. You're from Canada.
I thought you knew at least that about me already, Greg.
Yeah, I remember you're from Canada and you're afraid of 5 questions, math questions, so we're not going to do the math questions.
Yeah, basically, I've just, you know, at this point, if you ask me any math questions, I'm answering 27, because it always has to do with the 9 yards.
The 9 yards, what is it exactly? Yeah. But I do want to talk about, you just got back from a vacation, I think a happy one with your family, right?
Yes,
you have a husband, a fiance,
yes.
and a son or two?
2 children.
2 kids.
2 children. Tristan is 4.5 and Asher is 1.5. Yes.
Clever names.
Yeah, Tristan and Asher.
Yeah.
Cute.
Always, it's fun when you're high to name the kids. It's always. And I'm sorry. But
I don't do that.
What'd you guys do? What'd you do on your vacation?
Well, we had a very glamorous road trip. We took our RV. We have like a big, giant bus.
Are you really proud of it? Is it an expensive one or is it just a simple one?
I love it.
Yeah?
I love it. Well, we upgraded from a tent to a 38-foot diesel RV.
Wow.
With the kids, it was a little easier to have a bathtub
Right.
and stuff. So we used to camp out with tents and stuff. But no, this time we took the RV and we cruised up all the way through Montana and Utah. And
beautiful country.
Grand Canyon,
Yeah.
freezing.
Yeah.
Went to Antelope Island in Utah. And,
very popular island, Antelope Island.
You know it, right?
I believe it's in
There's
Utah.
Bermuda,
Yeah.
You got it.
And you're here in LA because you live here, right?
Yes.
And so what happened there? How does it work with the RV? Because my dad, we used to go camping with the family, my brothers and my mom and dad. But he always drove, even when he was tired, because mommy's not allowed to drive.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to drive?
No. I took the thing for a test drive on the lot when we got it, and he said I drove it around like a race car and had no idea of the size of the thing. I thought I did great. You know, we had no accidents or anything.
Is that the measuring stick? If you don't get an accident, you're a good driver?
You're good to go.
Yeah.
But no, so I didn't get to drive it on the trip. But when we got back, he had to leave for his movie, and it was still parked in front of our house, which our neighbors love, of course. They've egged it in the past.
Yeah.
But it was parked in front of the house, and I had to move it back over to the lot where I film She Spies. And so I was stuck. You know, I know like 3 guys, and none of them are going to be able to drive the thing. So I was like, all right, I got to do it myself.
Okay, here we go.
So I hopped in the bus.
Yeah.
Didn't even know how to work it. It's like buttons and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like driving this thing over to the lot.
It's tough.
It is. And I passed by a public bus, and I nicked the mirror a little bit. It's not a big deal.
So now,
didn't even stop.
you kept going.
I just kept going.
What do you think? Are you klutzy, or are you a bad driver? I mean, does your husband or your fiance have a point now that
I'm
you're not?
a very good driver, but when you're driving this thing that takes up the entire lane, it's like a Hummer, except twice as tall and 10 times as long.
Yeah. You're
no,
not
I'm a good driver.
Yeah.
I'm not good.
I don't know. I don't know.
I am. I'm good.
I may side with the guy who's up there with the girl right now, the fiance. But tell me.
Never getting a date now.
Tell me a charming story about seeing some wildlife. I know that's country up there, Montana and Utah.
Yeah.
You'll see some.
It was so beautiful up there. We went to this Antelope Island, and it was basically, I don't know how big the island was, but we took these little gas moped scooters that we pack under our RV, and we cruised around with like the kids on the front, cruised around this island.
Very safe.
Saw these buffalo. There's too many rules these days.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, helmets and this and that. I mean,
Sure.
So we cruised around the little island on this thing, and we saw these huge buffalo just roaming around the island. Wow. And my son was so enamored with these buffalo, and I actually had to tell him that the buffalo was going to chase us, so we could leave. He wanted to stay there all day. And
he saw a buffalo up close, and he wanted to stay and stare at it.
He wanted to stay. I'm like, uh-oh, I think the buffalo is starting to stamp. I think it's starting. I don't know. I think it's going to stampede us or something.
You
know?
didn't
and he
do
was
that.
Like, okay, mommy, let's go.
So you fibbed.
A little.
You traumatized. Is this Tristan?
Tristan, yeah.
And Tristan's
and the
now.
whole way back, I'm like, we better keep going, kiddo. Yeah, I know.
So Tristan's in therapy now.
He will be.
Right?
Soon enough.
Because Mommy lied because you couldn't stay an hour and stare at the buffalo.
I mean, God, 45 minutes I was there.
You had to go back and crash the moped thing, whatever it was. Okay, we're going to come back. 5 questions with Natasha. Natasha Henstridge, I know we're going to talk about your show, but I want to ask you something. You don't go out a lot in town because you have a problem remembering names.
Oh, God.
Right?
I'm the worst. I mean, I don't even want to go out with other people because if they're standing next to me and I see like 15, 20 people that I'm supposed to really know really well, I can't introduce them. I'm awful.
Yeah. Why do you think that is? Because you didn't wear a helmet?
The same
maybe?
reason.
No, I agree with you. I have trouble remembering names. I interview so many people. I basically remember the beautiful women and stuff. But there's a famous actor who I'm not going to say, and he did the show before he became really big. He did the show, I think we were doing Somebody a Favor. We did the show. Nice kid.
Right.
I saw him about 3 months ago at a party with his girlfriend, and I think I went to college with him, is what I'm thinking.
Absolutely no idea.
And I said, hi, I forgot your name. And then, he
was like, I've only been on your show 5 times.
No, he's been on the show
once.
And then, of course, he filmed The Patriot with Mel Gibson. Anyways, but that's fun. And he got a little bummed out. But you don't remember the names, do you?
No one's.
Because people,
terrible.
If you saw me out tonight, like when we actually hook up tonight because you asked me out, would you remember?
Probably not.
Probably not. Okay.
Right, as soon as we left here.
As long as you talk to me and give me a hug, I'm fine.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about all
Okay. Urban myths, tell me about it, because we don't have much time. Tell me about the show. We're fired up.
Well, basically, it's like a hosting deal where I introduce all these urban myths and legends. You know, like...
Cat in the microwave, that kind of thing?
Never heard that one, but maybe.
Okay.
You've heard of the one, where the scuba diver's caught out in the field. What's a scuba diver doing dead out in the middle of the field?
Yeah.
It's the, the plane comes and scoops up water, scoops up the scuba diver, and is putting out a fire. All those.
Oh, wow.
Or, being found in a bathtub in the morning. I don't know where you were the night before. But,
right.
In a bucket of, in a bathtub full of ice, missing a kidney or something.
I've heard that, yes.
Stuff. Yeah.
So your show is going to say if they're real or myth.
Right.
That's
it goes
fascinating.
Back, it talks about, where they started, which ones are true, which ones are false.
I'm watching.
Sort of
It's on
cool.
the Learning Channel,
it's
people.
It's very cool.
Okay? Time for 5 questions. Here we go. I like your bangs a lot.
Thank you.
It's
a new look.
It's new.
He said it made me look like a teenager.
Yeah.
They're staying.
Yeah, they're
They're gonna stay.
Geography. Name one team, just one, in either the NBA Finals or the Stanley Cup Finals. Just one.
I have no idea, but I know it's not the Lakers. That's all I got.
That's correct.
Yeah.
But can you name one? There are 4 teams. There's, yeah, I wish I could help. One's from out, the hockey team's from out here. And then the basketball team is from, you know.
Something Spurs, something.
Did you say, what'd you say?
Nothing. I don't even know.
You can't accept it. San Antonio Spurs.
That's what I said. The Spurs.
I wanted you to repeat. You were cheating. True or false, the urban legend that Mikey from the Life cereal ads died after eating Pop Rocks and soda. True or false?
I'm gonna have to say true.
False. We can't accept that. These are tough.
All wrong
No, you only had 2.
I want to.
Okay, you've been on magazine covers. You're a former model. Which of the following is not an actual caption from the cover of this month's Marie Claire?
Okay.
You ready? 76 sex tips from around the world. Women who survived torture by Saddam. Is your man a dog? Or why my big butt rules? One of those, not a real caption.
I'm gonna say the first one. 76 sex tips from around the world.
Actually, is your man a dog? These are difficult questions today.
I could absolutely see that on the cover of Marie Claire.
You're down. You need 2. Otherwise, you're going to get into Kathy Ireland territory here. Tying Kathy. Better part of a croissant.
Do you really think the Pop Rock thing? I really thought that he died of that. I mean, I can't. I don't want to win. I just
You're
don't
playing
wanna win.
games with me?
I don't want to win this game
I
anymore.
see.
I'm sick of winning. I always win.
3 times 9. No, I'm just kidding. Better part of a croissant: the sweet, flaky outside, or the steamy, mouth-watering inside?
What are we talking about, Craig? A croissant.
Yes.
I would say, for me, it's going to be the sugar, because I love the sugar.
So that's what?
The sugary
The outside? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
Wrong.
accept that. Oh!
1 out of 5 ain't bad.
No, you got to get this last one. You get 2 out of 5. You get this. Okay. This is. We're putting you on the spot. Finally, you have a tattoo of a bearded lion on your right buttock. Make up. This is true. Make up an interesting story about how I know that.
Oh, I think the last time Liam was out of town,
Yeah.
we got together, we had a couple of drinks.
You and I.
Yes. And I said, I'll show you mine if you show me your Justin Timberlake tattoo.
Oh, stop that! That is correct. Very good. That's very good. Very funny. It's a cute tattoo.
Yours is cute, too.
Yeah, that is right. That is correct. That's 2 out of 5. And the show is called Urban Myths, all this week on the Learning Channel. Great to see you again.
You too.
All right.